It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic, magic, magic. Okay, finished now. Anyway, so Umbridge has discovered them during Dumbledore's army and she's taken them in for questioning. And Dumbledore is being proper Dumbledore again in this scene where he's lying, saying that he started up Dumbledore's army. And so now they're going to arrest him, but he's being like, no, not gonna come quietly, bitches. Does magic, boom, apparates out of there with Fawkes the Phoenix, big explosion of flames, ow. Boom! Love Dumbledore as being awesome! Like an action hero with the same level of cool and calm that Dumbledore's meant to have. Love it!
Dumbledore's got style.
Grawp is Hagrid's giant half-brother, because Hagrid is a half-giant. And he asks Hermione, Harry and Ron to look after him, but Grawp picks Hermione up and she's all like,
put me down! Now!
And I love that. I love the way that Hermione deals with that. But the fuck is up with the CGI? When we've seen the Patronuses and the Dementors, the CGI can be really good in this film. Firstly, I'm sorry, but Grawp looks proper rubbish. And the bit when he's holding her, the way he's holding her, it just looks so obviously like take some film of her, copy and paste it into this. Particularly when he's putting her down. Harry's trying to do this thing called occlumency, when he puts like barriers up in his brain to stop Voldemort from getting in. And that bit's brilliant. It goes back to the first film and shows him in front of the Mirror of Erised. That's really nicely done. So Fred and George decide that they're going to quit school and they do this massive fireworks display to be like, fuck you! And that's all fun and stuff. The best bit of it is seeing Flitwick at the end. Even the teachers hate Umbridge. But it's sort of got ruined because Harry's seen into Voldemort's head and he's seen that Sirius is getting tortured at the Ministry. And so he decides to try and talk to Snape through the fireplace in Umbridge's office, but she's caught them.
You were going to Dumbledore, weren't you?
No.
She just slapped him in the face! Whore! Not whore, but whore! Harry's trying to tell Snape that Sirius is in trouble, but Snape's just like ignoring him. And why would he do that? He's a member of the Order. Hermione's tricking Umbridge into going to the Forbidden Forest. Now centaurs are carrying her away because she was being a prick to them. Yes, centaurs. I've read a very interesting thing that said that the centaurs taking her away, it actually means that they raped her. Because that's what centaurs are known for in mythology. They take women and rape them. And then in the books it said that when she came back, she couldn't talk about the horrors that happened to her when they took her away. So that's quite harsh and stuff. But I mean, who would rape Umbridge, honestly? So now Harry's got away and he's brought Neville, Hermione, Ron, Luna and Ginny with him for Go to the Ministry. I really like this bit. They've brought it all down. No music, just silence. It's really creepy. Harry's found this weird orb thing and he's picking it up and a lady is talking out of it. And it's Professor Trelawney in her weird, scary voice that she did back in Prisoner of Azkaban. She's telling him that basically either Harry kills Voldemort or Voldemort kills Harry. And Lucius Malfoy has cornered them and he's telling them that it was all a trap. And here comes Bellatrix the frickin' Strange!
Pity, baby.
Helena Bottom Farter being an awesome evil person. And she's being a prick to Neville about the fact she made his parents go mental. She really sinks her teeth into that whole villain thing. Quite over the top, but not so much that it doesn't work. Action fight scene between all the Death Eaters and all the school kids, using all the stuff that Harry taught them in Dumbledore's army. And all these prophecy orb things falling down all over the shop. And Ginny's just blasted the crap out of them. She's sort of badass. All the prophecies are falling down and they have to run away quickly. It's exciting. It's really different from the book. The book, this bit, they were all going into lots of different rooms and there was weird stuff with this brain attaching itself to Ron. It's a much shorter sequence so they can keep it creepy and weird without making it an extra half-hour long. And a lot of people complain about that. A friend of mine, Jake, his girlfriend said that's why she didn't like this film. But to be honest, shut up, Jake's girlfriend. It works. Oh, this bit's so good. There's an archway that Harry can hear voices through, and it's making him want to walk through it, but no one else can hear the voices. Now the Death Eaters are holding all of Harry's friends hostage, and they want him to give them the prophecy, otherwise they're going to kill his friends. Ooh, I don't know why I'm getting so excited. I know what happens. I'm actually biting my fingernails. I've heard so many people saying that this is one of their least favourite of the films. This is amazing. What's Harry going to do? He's asking him for the prophecy. What's Harry going to do? What's Harry going to do? Giving him the prophecy. Oh. And big white light.
Get away from my godson.
Boom! Come on, Sirius! Harry and Sirius are getting faced down by Lucius Malfoy and some other Death Eater, I don't know. And so it's the two of them being like, psh, psh, fighting back and forth with this guy. I don't know why I did a sort of lightsaber thing there. Having a one duel thing. The kicking ass is going brilliantly. I mean, it's so awesome. Everything goes quiet and you can tell what's going on in Harry's head. He's this screaming. How is this coming out of Daniel Radcliffe? He's chasing her down. Voldemort's right there next to him, telling him to kill her. But he refuses, but you can really tell the turmoil in there. Dumbledore has arrived on the scene. And he starts having this massive actiony fight with Voldemort. And even though he's doing that, he's still keeping the whole calm. You shouldn't have come here tonight, Tom. Just keep Dumbledore like this. Just get rid of that other bit with, don't you all have studying to do? That was retarded. Keep him like this. Dumbledore and Voldemort's fight is epic. Voldemort sends out a massive fiery snake. And so Dumbledore uses water. It really, even though it's this exciting action thing, it's in keeping with their characters, the type of moves they use. And you really get a feel for Voldemort's power here. But Dumbledore's so much on the defensive. Dumbledore. And then, the best bit in the film. Voldemort disappeared. He hasn't apparated away. He's just gone inside Harry. I'm not even sure this bit was in the books, but it's so good. If it wasn't in the books, it should have been in the books. It sort of gives clarity and ending to the whole idea of Voldemort being a part of Harry. Harry's only remembering the worst parts of his life, the loneliest moments. I remember the first time I was watching this, just thinking, that's it. From now on, Daniel Radcliffe's amazing. Something's happened in the last year that's made him awesome. And then all the memories from all the last films of every time he was close to people, and he just tells Voldemort, you know what, I feel sorry for you, because you won't know love or friendship. In my opinion, this is a more key scene, more key fight, than the big final fight that inevitably will happen at the end. Just fucking bravo. And Voldemort finishes with the most badass line of the film.
And you will lose everything.
Before Fudge comes in and sees him and realises that it's all true, that Voldemort has been back this whole time. And Umbridge gets fired. Dumbledore's now revealing that the reason Harry couldn't look at him all year is because Voldemort hated Dumbledore so much he thought it would tempt Voldemort to come out quicker. And he gives him a proper sit-down talk about why he didn't tell him about everything at the start. Because he cares too much about Harry. Bit awkward, but sort of nice. And it's the final scene. They're walking towards the Hogwarts Express, and they're talking about Voldemort and the fight that's ahead of them, and Harry tells his friends,
we've got one thing that Voldemort doesn't have. Yeah? Something worth fighting for.
And it's cheesy as flip, but nice. Credits. Right, I still have to edit all this, which I'm not going to be able to do tonight. Look how long it has taken. It has gotten dark, and I have to edit all of that, which will take longer than it took to record it. So please, out of the goodness of your heart, don't dislike this video. So yeah, closing thoughts. There are two main things that people seem to not like about this film. Firstly, it's so different from the books. The books were 766 pages long. You cannot have everything that was in there. That's ridiculous. And if you've got a book that's 766 pages long and is as slow paced as it is, you're not the greatest writer. Throwing that out there, J.K. Rowling is a brilliant writer. She creates this awesome universe with great characters and a brilliant plot throughout, but she really should have reined herself in there. I'm not saying she's a bad writer, I'm saying that she was a little self-indulgent with Order of the Phoenix. And that is the issue that the book lovers should be dealing with, not with the problem that the film's too short. It's not too short, it's 140 minutes long. It's a long film's length long. And the fact that it was so slow paced, which is the second issue that people have with it, suggests that there did not need to be any more of it in there. It's slow because it's taking time to get into Harry's head, the whole loneliness, the whole being cut off from his friends, and changing as a person. Admittedly, there are some points where information's given more than once. That's not necessary. Neither are these headphones. A lot of old ground is retrod on. But despite that, the fact that it's so personal, that it's so in Harry, rather than just about the things that he's doing, it's about him as a character and how he's changing. How can that not be a great thing? How can you not appreciate that in this film? The fact that it's darker and more character driven, not just Harry, all the characters get their moment to be like, let's find more out about them. Apart from Cho Chang, but to be honest, we don't care about her anymore because she doesn't show up again. I love that. That thing that it's character rather than plot. It's far more interesting. And for that reason, I love this film. So I don't care, haters be hating, here's my rating. That rhymed! Subtle, personal, moving, win! So there you go. How much did you disagree with me? I'm sure that you mostly disagree with me. Why does everyone not like this film? I'll tell you what, tell me. Put it in the comments. Or if you do agree with me, put it in the comments. And in that case, if you do agree with me, why not subscribe, favourite, all that crap, share it on Facebook? Yeah, share it on Facebook. Probably share it on Facebook. And if you don't agree with me, but you enjoyed the video anyway, do the same. I'd like to give you all a little homework to do this week. Each week I'm going to give you a song that I want you to listen to. And this week's song is This Year by the Mountain Goats. I'll put a link in the script source. Check it out. Check us out on facebook.com/BrillStickProductions. And finally, let's see what celebrity guest reviewer Alex Day thought of this review. Alex?
Well, I agree with everything George has said in this video.
Stop it, you. That's very nice of you today, thank you. And if you had anything else that you wanted to say just about you or your life or anything, if you wanted to give some advice to my viewers, what would you give?
Yes, George, I do. Keep watching Brillsticks Productions.
Okay. I think that is everything. Well, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, etc. I've already said all that. Bye, Alex!
Bye!
I'll see you next week for the Half-Blood Prince, and until then, stay geeky.